Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Show women who you are. Show women who you are, your authentic self, being real, regardless of what you're into, your hobbies or whatever. Let me tell a story. I remember this was back in, when was this? 83, 84 or something. That movie Star Trek, The Search for Spock came out. And, set up a date with this young lady to go. And, I didn't have a car at the time. So I took the subway to the movie theater. I was supposed to meet her outside the movie theater. She didn't show up. It is what it is. And I remember telling my cousin, and my cousin was like, well, no wonder you wanted to watch science fiction. I don't blame her. Now, some men would be like, well, I like science fiction. I can't show a woman that. They'll reject me. They won't like it. I was like, okay. She didn't like it. I was very open about my love for science fiction. In fact, I actually have a science fiction novella out. It's called The Sankofans. I'll put a link in the description box. And it's a novella because it's short. And one of the things on my bucket list is to write a major science fiction novel. I've been saying that for years, but for some reason I'm getting caught up doing this. But I'm gonna get to it though. I already have the outline and everything ready, but I digress. But anyway, I was in the comic book, science fiction and everything. I wasn't going to hide that. I let women know. Now, here's a funny thing I noticed over the years. A lot of very, very attractive women didn't have a problem with me being into comic books and science fiction. They had zero problem. In fact, I remember one of the earliest things was when I was in college at St. Joseph's University, sophomore, and I was real cool with this fine young lady, fine. I mean, she was so fine, they were trying to recruit her for the cheerleading squad. And I remember I came back to my room one time and, I had my comic books in there. She's sitting up on my bed, legs crossed, shoes off, reading one of my comic books, just chilling. And I was like, because we were supposed to do something. And she was just like, hold up, I got to finish this. This is a good story. All right. Then I remember a few years later, another roll out of bed, beautiful woman. In fact, she was an actress, like small time actress. And everything, been in some plays, played a famous person, I ain't gonna say who, in a play one time. And she was big on science fiction. In fact, y'all remember that old show, The X-Files? She's the one who turned me on to it. She said, Rom, you gotta check out The X-Files. Rom, you will love it. She turned me on to it, very attractive. There's someone I follow on Instagram, very attractive. She got a big following. And she is a straight up superhero movie buff comic book girl. I mean, she be getting into cosplay and everything. And I've met quite a few women like that. Somebody I hadn't talked to in years. She actually has a podcast talking about comics and everything. Look, here's the thing. When you show a woman who you are, and this is the lesson I learned, when you show a woman who you are, then they can see who you are, and then they might be interested in the same thing. And that's very important because a lot of dudes make assumptions that they have to be a certain way with a woman. They have to be. No, you just got to be yourself and figure out which women like who you are. My co-parent, I had a comic book collection. She had a comic book collection. In fact, she's a writer, and she actually is working on what would be considered a science fiction book. And I mean, that's the thing. And shoot, even going to the movies, even after divorce, because we still do things as a family with our sons, we went to see a couple superhero movies, Marvel superhero movies as a family. And she was cool. She was cool with it. I met quite a few very attractive women who were into the same things that I was into. But how would they know if I'm trying to hide it? I was like, oh no, I don't collect comics and all of that. Now there's gonna be some women like, oh, you older, why would you collect them? I don't know. It's $1 billion industry. Even wrote a comic book, wrote and drew a comic book one time. It did a lot of stuff. But that's me. And then that's just one thing. I'm into a lot of different things. I'm into a lot of things. A lot of stuff I don't necessarily show y'all. But if you were out and a conversation came up about it, I'll be like, oh yeah. But the thing is, you got to be authentic. See, a woman got to see who you really are. See, understand about something. If you try to wear a mask around a woman, she can see right through it. Now, she can't see exactly what she's seeing, but she can see you putting on something. She can see you trying to pretend. It's better you just be yourself and see who it is. See who likes it. Now, so a lot of guys will say, well, the women didn't like me as myself. Were you presenting your best self? See, let me talk about that real quick. Don't put on a mask, just be the best version of yourself. But it's you, and stand on it. I'm gonna tell you something now. When a man stands on being real, I don't care, even if he says stuff that's crass and all of that, women do respect it. They might not like you, but they'll respect it. Because one of the things when I was young, I was crude. I ain't gonna lie. I was crude, I was direct. Women told me that. They told me, say, Ron, you crude. Okay. But they would look at me and be like, damn, you ain't trying to hide it. I don't have time. It's too much energy to put on something. See, here's the thing. Some guys will try to act a certain way. They don't know if they turning a particular woman off. And let's be real. A lot of times they don't know if it's working anyway. They don't know. Because see, here's the thing. You don't know what a particular woman like. Let me use that comic book example again. And I've talked this before. You go to comic book like conventions and stuff, there's plenty of like nice young ladies there. I mentioned that about a local comic book store. I go in there and you'll see like plenty of women and everything, you know? I need to eat something. Anyway, look, but that's the thing though. That's the thing, you know? But you gotta be honest about it and just stand on it. And see, the thing is, you want respect. People are gonna respect you if this is what you are, this is who you are. I'ma say in this, if you either like it or you don't. Like, okay, like that thing about a nice guy, right? I know this dude, he say, I'm a nice guy, I don't give a shit, I ain't trying to be all some jerk or something. He was just like, that's who I am. Yet he got a badass woman, he got a son with her. Because he was just like, this is who he is. Look, just show them who you are. Don't be hide. Because see, if you try to hide a mask, that's saying that you scared of them. You got to look at a woman like, you either like me or you don't. And if you don't like me, just stay out my way. See, too many guys out here, they trying to be liked. I'm going to tell you something. I'll say this about myself. I never cared. Only thing I ask is you don't put your hands on me. And I'm actually asking for your benefit because you put your hands on me, then I feel I'm justified in grabbing you by the neck and slamming you on the ground. But if you don't like me, leave me alone. Because, you know, billions of people in this world, everybody ain't gonna like you. Shoot, you can be the kindest, you can be the best looking person. You can have the most money. You can make Mother Teresa look bad. Or, you know, you can do stuff in the community. Somebody ain't gonna like it. So you can't worry about it. Don't wear that mask. Because see, here's the thing about that mask and stuff. Sometimes you'll wear that mask, you become that mask. You ain't showing your true self. In fact, I'm gonna tell you what, sometimes a mask can work. It can work. That's why I talk about masked men in my book, Nice Guys and Players. But what did I also say? Women don't like what they see once they get past the mask. It's better you just show a woman straight up who you are. In fact, let me get back to that thing I said about when I was younger, I was crude. Trust me, Ron was way meaner. I'm just older now. You chill out. But I remember one of the things that would happen, and somebody else pointed this out. It was like, damn, Ron, these women be hating your guts at first, but then end up loving you to death. Because I just be straight up with them. I was like, I ain't trying to pretend. This me. They know it. They actually learn to trust me. They say, okay, Ron, I'm going to be straight up. Because see, here's the thing. They'll see the traits they consider bad, but then they say, okay, he being honest. They appreciate more when you being good. In fact, I remember this player said that. He said, shoot, show them your bad side. Then they appreciate more when they see your good side. And that does something. But all you doing is just being honest. You ain't trying to fake. Because, you know, there's a lot of guys who, you know, they talk about Pookie and Ray Ray and stuff. And I know this woman, she actually said it. She said, you at least know what you get with Pookie and Ray Ray. Because I'm gonna tell you something now, women, they wanna feel comfortable with you. The good, bad, whatever your traits are, if you just show them who you are and be unapologetic about it, they appreciate it. They appreciate it. So anyway, that's all I have for today, y'all. All right, but really think about that, all right? And I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.